Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Next on Deck. It's me, the GREG. Greg, the son, Mongo, the you've been bushwhacking since 92, joined, of course, by my forever co-host and forever rival. He is the current triple crown of the podcast, the forever Intercontinental Champion, our current Are You Fucking Serious quiz champion, and last but not least, he is the current reigning and defending Reggie Simpson Memorial Predictions champion. Matt, what's going on, my friend?
What's up, everybody? Better day than yesterday. I actually got to work on time and all that, so definitely doing better. Hope everybody's having them a wonderful, happy Tuesday. It's cold as shit here. The high was 57 and it's already dropped to 52, but it was a cold 57. It's been mostly just crispy. It's fall. It's fall. So, but besides that, Raw was a good show. And then we're gonna preview some NXT. So I'm excited. It's Tuesday, my favorite night of wrestling, the best 2 hours. So I'm gonna be here. Greg, how you doing today?
I'm doing all right. I got my news from my doctor. Got my next surgery set up for December.
Okay.
So thankfully it's not my birthday. It was close. My birthday it's on December 4th, so I get to enjoy myself a little bit.
Right.
I was worried I wouldn't be able to, eat on Thanksgiving, but that's that worries out. Me being a big boy, that's one of my favorite holidays. I don't want to miss out on that. So so luckily it's gonna be on the 4th, and then we'll see what happens.
Okay.
We don't have too much today to discuss aside from just Raw and NXT. No crazy news as far as I can see.
Oh yeah, no crazy news, thankfully.
Yeah, hopefully nothing weird happens before we can get off air.
That means Vince, don't be telling us what your entertainment junk gonna be. Say that for tomorrow.
For the love of God. Of course, there are spoilers for Raw, which we're not going to discuss because we're not.
I didn't even look at them because I didn't even know that they were recording another show until I saw someone say, "Oh, Jade and Bianca won already," and I was like, "What are they talking about?"
Yeah,
I was like, that match hasn't happened.
Yeah, we were on the hour.
Saw a screenshot of someone them pinning or celebrating. And I was like, is this a double tape show? Is this show on delay?
Yeah, we were on an hour delay. They started at 7:00.
Oh shit!
And then ran to 11.
I was sitting there how are people getting this already? I was so confused.
Yeah, it was a double tape last night because I think they're doing a UK tour or something like that.
If y'all ain't been watching WWE, they have essentially said, if you are American, y'all have had y'all's fun for the last 50 years.
Yep.
And if you are for modern wrestling fans from the WrestleMania era, y'all have had y'all's fun for basically all this time for WrestleMania. It's always been somewhere. Those house shows, the road to WrestleMania, I went to those house shows. They're fun, but house shows aren't house shows like they are. House shows are pretty booty here in America. But over there, where they only get to see them folks twice a year, a house show is the show. So I don't blame them for if y'all haven't been watching lately where they've just been saying, hey, all these overseas shows, these are all Raw, SmackDown. And if they're not that, they're the Road to WrestleMania Raw, Road to WrestleMania SmackDown. They're basically saying, Americans, y'all had y'all's fun. Now we might as well just build WrestleMania up because y'all are already getting WrestleMania. There's no point in spoiling y'all and getting the road to WrestleMania. Let the road actually be international.
Yeah. Those tickets are already sold. It's done. Let's
and unlike over here where the road to WrestleMania would have, if they have a 10,000 seat arena, it's only gonna be 4,000 people there.
They what was it this coming year? They're going to do the March is going to be all UK tour or something.
Yeah, basically they told us in advance, and then on top of that, apparently Like the way they went about this was so smart because they announced that and then they basically said, "Hey, we're going to be on Netflix." Netflix doesn't give a damn about time differences because guess what? You probably be able to watch it back if you pay a little extra money to them, probably. But they don't give a shit about it being a time difference. They gonna show Raw when it's time. Like when they go live, if it's whatever time it is over there, just like we watch it on Peacock, that's what they gonna do on Netflix. When it's time for Raw to come on, this is gonna be that time of day over there, and we're gonna be watching live. They're like, we don't care. And also on top of that, Jake Paul fights this weekend, doesn't he? So that's like the big preview of watching stuff on Netflix.
Yeah.
Of like seeing how Netflix can actually handle a live environment, or you're going to be getting your R on. Which I'm not paying to see that.
Hell no.
I didn't want to pay to see Pacquiao versus Mayweather. That was a ripoff. Mayweather and McGregor.
When they both fought way past their prime, and then McGregor
this fight is super late. This should have already happened. I'm not paying this. I'm not paying.
Y'all dodged each other for 15 years. Ain't no reason to watch this now. This don't matter.
The modern day, that was the real life Undertaker and Sting. As much as everybody said that match would have been great, that's what would have happened if we saw them. Pacquiao and Mayweather. Like, this is ass.
Pretty much. I've yet to give Jake Paul any of my money. And I plan on that being the case, going forward. So
I haven't gave Logan Paul any more money. Like, I have Prime. Prime kind of fell off pretty quickly.
I have never bought a Prime. I've never bought their little like lunch league, whatever the hell those things are that have mold.
Oh yeah, I scare those. I got too much of an appetite to be eating an adult Lunchable.
Absolutely not. If I'm gonna eat,
right.
I got mad lawsuits right now. Yeah, Prime and Lunchly and all that, they're getting taken to the cleaners. Idiots. All right, let's get into Raw from last night. It was pretty solid. It was mostly, as we were discussing in the pre-show, a lot of building to work to Survivor Series.
Yeah, and which if you think about it, is basically like tomorrow because it is November. We're about there. We're like, about there. End of November. Another reason why I said Black Friday from what we were talking about on the pre-show. I'm not moving on Saturday because Ohio State, Michigan is that day too, and then it's Survivor Series. Oh no, stuff's got to be already unpacked.
Man, y'all better not lose to Michigan this year.
If we do, this is not the year. Everybody get fired.
This is not the year to lose to Michigan. Not the way y'all playing. Straight up cheeks. There is no reason. I don't give a damn if there's a rivalry game. There's no reason to lose.
They need to get whooped.
If it's even a 2-score game, it's like, what the fuck are y'all doing? What is happening right now? Raw started last night with Gunther, with the big man, the world champion, coming out, and he was about to say it. It's like, my contender is nothing but, and then Priest music hits, cuts him off.
And that man, he's getting a big pop. Like they definitely have made sure that Damian Priest is the crowd favorite. Like that crowd popped like crazy when they heard Damian Priest's music hit.
Yeah, the Priest, for all the detractors out there that didn't think this man was gonna stay on top once that belt was gone, no, he is one of their top draws. He is one of their biggest names. It worked. It worked as well as it could have worked. Good for him. Man, it's crazy because like there are a lot of people that were like Priest that were got NXT. They're like, oh man, these guys are gonna like be great on the main roster. I can see them being a world champion. I can see them being like Priest is, like Dijak. We're like, Dijak's money. Keith Lee, money. Like Priest is the one that made it.
Right.
He's
the one that stuck around. He didn't get just pissed off and like, you know what? I'm going to AEW. He actually was like, you know what? I'm gonna stick around here because they took a shot on me in NXT. I'm gonna see this through.
It was they did he joined Judgment Day almost immediately, and then they gave him the big old backlash moment, which is to this day one of the most fire pay-per-views we've ever gotten.
That man was out there last night, a Bad Bunny tour shirt. I was like, oh yeah, you got to be a baby face. You over here like, yeah, Bad Bunny, the Bad Bunny. Bring him on back, Damien. Bring him on back, Damien, please. Come on. Bring Bad Bunny on back. What up,
Kanisha? Ricky Spanish is the American badass taker right now. Yeah. Except he can move better.
Right.
So Priest comes out and he says, "Oh, what are you gonna call me? Street trash? That I'm a thug? That I'm a criminal?" I'm like, God damn.
He just went straight to the point. Like, I already heard all this shit. What you about to call me now?
He just tore up Gunther's entire promo. Gunther was like, "Well, oh shit." And Priest says, back when I was defending the belt against you, the whole time I was worried. I was nervous because you were this big, intimidating monster. You're dominating everybody. And then the match happened, and I was beating your ass. He said, if it wasn't for Balor, I would have beat you and been done. So I'm coming into this more confident than ever. You can't beat me one-on-one. And Gunther was genuinely gobsmacked. He was like, and before he could even say anything else, Ludwig Kaiser comes out.
Ludwig Kaiser, my boy, European Elegance came out there like, you was not about to talk about my mans like that. Oh, you would have fucked up now. He laid into him. I'm like,
he did.
Talk your shit.
Oh man, God, Ludwig is so good. God,
that's why. And if this is that's probably how he got Giovanni just destroyed. He probably did Giovanni like that. You know what? You heard the rumor as to why they split up?
Mm.
Oh, the rumor is Giovanni was trying to talk game to Tiff.
Ludwig will whoop his ass.
That's why the sudden abrupt split just happened.
Ludwig would beat Giovanni's ass. There ain't no reason he should be trying to do that. Now he's on SmackDown where Tiff is. So that was a.
But he's losing.
That's true. He ain't doing shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna get beat by Apollo Crews.
Yeah. Gunther is kind of upset about Ludwig talking shit, and he puts his hand over the mic, like, "Oh."
He was like, "No."
Okay.
Like, oh.
Okay.
Like, Ludwig, stop! He gonna slap you.
And then Ludwig put away, like, "No, I'm not done." You're like, "Oh."
Right. I'm like, look, do y'all need a minute? Do we gotta go to commercial?
Brother?
Ring general.
Brother, you good? He was ready to defend that man to the death, even if he was killed by his own man.
Well, I know y'all boys, like y'all been y'all best friends, or okay, I see the best friend in him coming out. You ready? If he had a gun, he would have shot Damian Priest. That would have been if anything, that is the perfect moment for him to pull out a glove and slap Damian Priest. Like, I challenge you to a duel, sir.
A duel, smack. Priest takes out Ludwig and then knocks him over the ropes, and then Gunther's about to jump him, and Priest quick turns and he does that, and Gunther backs down. Like, oh shit.
Oh, as I said in the chat, Gunther got on them $10,000 slippers. He ain't about to mess them up, baby.
Gunther bailed. He goes out to the ramp, and you see him like a little afraid, and Ludwig looks over him and gives him this face.
Like, oh, so you scared? The most stylish, the most sophisticated, stylish wimps running away. Like, they were wimps in that moment, but they were stylish.
we'll get a match later between Priest and Ludwig. Ludwig usually has like a real, even if he doesn't win, he has like a real competitive match. Priest beat his ass. He beat the shit out of him.
Y'all want us to know that Damian Priest is that dude, because usually Ludwig goes down like with a fight. He ain't getting no fight in. That was just like, all right, you showed up, you about to get your ass beat.
He like chopped out the legs of Priest once and then slapped him, and Priest was like, all right, and he just stood up.
He saw Gunther at that moment, like, all right, I'm gonna just beat you like you Gunther now.
Whooped his ass. It was a massacre. Big win for Priest, looking strong going into Survivor Series in a few weeks. It's gonna be a fun match. It's gonna be a real fun match. Hopefully there is no interference. We can just get a straight up one-on-one. I would assume Gunther wins, but we'll never really know.
They need to stop playing around and just, so there ain't no interference, need to just put War Raiders and Judgment Day on that card. Don't make that no little mini pay-per-view Raw main event. Put the tag titles on the pay-per-view.
Exactly. I guess it's what we're doing because, but when they were first discussing doing the tag tournament, it was like the winners will face the tag champions on an upcoming Raw. They said an upcoming Raw, and then we haven't discussed it until this show. We kind of haven't really discussed what happens with that. But I guess it is going to be a pay-per-view match because they have not said anything about it being on Raw since. Next up, we get damage control backstage and the return of Dakota Kai.
I forgot all about her being in damage control because after she left, the group low-key made sense as being the Asian faction. And now Dakota is back. You're like, oh shit, I forgot you were in the group.
It's funny that like Dakota came back and they were so excited, but then if you go and look at Io and Kyrie's Twitter, they were all sharing pictures of them with Asuka. It's like, oh, y'all wanted Asuka back. Y'all didn't want Dakota.
y'all ain't wrong person that ends with an A. They want Asuka, not Dakota. Sorry. Even I don't want Dakota. Because when I saw her, I was just like, oh man. Darn. It's cool. Like Dakota. It's good because Dakota and Shayna have so much history together that when they get in the ring, it's going to be good. But also, that Shayna's going to make her night just terrible. Right. It's good. I mean, you went to the DJ, so no.
That's what it is. Yeah.
That's why I was just like, oh, Dakota's back. All right. Yay. I don't hate Dakota, but I don't hate Dakota like I hate Eddie Thorpe. Like Dakota ain't gonna get that. She ain't gonna get that hate. Eddie Thorpe's gonna get all that.
They're gonna damage control is gonna end up like getting a DJ for like
their
matches. He's gonna be Eddie Thorpe.
He is gonna be. I'm saying it right now because this is how much I hate him. That man is going to be the 2025 version for damage control. He is going to be the 2025 equivalent of me. And if y'all know what I'm talking about, y'all remember the Pretty Mean Sisters during the Attitude Era, aka PMS? Oh, they want to talk about period jokes, like
and PMS and me. What was it?
Their man boy Meat.
That was Stasiak, wasn't it? That was
it was John Stasiak. I was like 12, and even I knew. I was like, yo, like, nope, not calling him Meat. That dude is that him. When I found out his name was Sean Stasiak, I was so happy. But yeah, that's what
which gonna call you Sean.
Like he gonna end up becoming. He gonna end up being, if he joins them as a DJ. Oh yeah, he gonna be Meat. He gonna be the meat, the meat of that group. He ain't gonna do nothing. He gonna be the anti Dominic Mysterio. Don't nobody want no Eddie. Everybody want Dom.
Kingston apologizes to R-Truth for what happened last week, and then Pete Dunne gets involved trying to fight Truth because Truth keeps calling him by the wrong name. But Kofi says he's gonna fight on Truth's behalf, and Woods is like, "Why are you doing this?" Don't get involved in this. This is stupid.
I don't blame him for saying that because I'd be like, no, they ain't got nothing to do with us.
It really doesn't. It really, like, why are you getting involved? He's not in your group. Like, it's let him handle his business.
Black people don't like, we stick together, but we don't stick together like that. If somebody got their own problem, I'm not about to stick my nose in that issue. No, people crazy. You got that. That's y'all's problem. Bye. I'm with Wood. Why are you getting into it?
Every time Wood just said something like that, where it's like, why are you doing this? I'm like, yeah, why are you doing this? No, Woods has a point. Woods has a point. What are you doing?
I'm like, Pete Dunne rolled up on R-Truth. He was not talking to Kofi, and Woods is like, he definitely wasn't talking to
me. It was, we'll get into it later, but Woods's entire like personality and like the way he was sitting around ringside was hilarious last night. He was getting in it, and it was so funny. Damage Control takes on Pure Fusion Collective, and Damage Control gets the win. Yeah, you know, man, PFC went from we're here to dominate Raw to
they're getting dominated.
Yeah. They
brought the strap to getting the strap.
Shayna gets Io in the choke on the ropes. Io fights to the corner where Dakota kicks the absolute shit out of Shayna. As Tito said in the comments, Dakota kicked the shit out of her. Yeah, she did. Rocked her. And then Io hits them over the moonsault for the dub. And, of course, Io is the number one contender for Liv Morgan's championship. So we'll see how that goes. I don't know when they're going to do that title match. I was thinking it was going to be at Survivor Series, but after what happened at, later on in the night, I think we're getting a WarGames with Liv and Io.
Yeah, and I guess that I don't know what could happen because I guess we're going to have the title match still has to happen. So is the title match going to be in the next few weeks and she loses, or is the title match is we just got Men in Black title match?
Yeah, like how long were you waiting for this title match to happen?
Right.
Because again, it was another thing where it's like with the Viking runners, we're like, oh, this is going to happen next week, and it just didn't happen. This Io Sky won the match. Like, oh, okay, we're going to get this match next week. No, we're not. That's not what we're doing.
She won that battle royal, and then it's become the women's tag team title centric show like week ever. Like every show has had the women's tag titles on it, and it's just we're sitting here like, well, isn't Io supposed to be fighting for a title? And you having Liv interfere in the tag title match, you doing everything else, but when is this regular match about? When is your title match gonna happen, Io? Because right now it's looking like you about to take an L and then you're gonna win at WarGames, or you gonna take an L and lose at WarGames. Like something stupid is about to happen.
Yeah. What's the next PL after Survivor Series? So then it's
nothing.
It's
Royal Rumble.
It's Deadline, and then they're going to do Saturday night's main event, I think.
Oh yeah, Saturday night's main event will probably be the equivalent. It'll basically be their version of the takeover.
Yeah, and then it's the Rumble. So yeah, it would have to be at Survivor Series, I would assume.
Because if they try and push that shit to some Saturday night's main event, I am not gonna care.
Absolutely not.
And I feel like at this point, because I don't even want to see Rhea versus Liv at WrestleMania. Like, I don't know. I guess they're just trying to hold off until Rhea wins. I don't know what they're doing. But if they're gonna have Rhea versus Liv go against each other one more time, do that at Saturday night's main event. So that shit is not pay-per-view worthy anymore. It's overkill.
Yeah, we need to move on with it. Priest moved on. Rhea should have moved on as well. Unfortunately, she can't move on because the world champion is Liv. So it's hard to do it, but she did feel kind of stuck. And the injury is a good time to kind of readjust and maybe have her build her way back up. I don't know what I would assume they're just gonna have her get right back into the title picture. So
yeah,
that's why I have zero faith in Io. Well, actually, no, I was gonna say I have zero faith in Io. Rhea could cost Liv the title, and then we can have them feud one last time.
I would rather that happen. Do basically like when Priest cashed in, so that way we get out of having Punk versus Seth for a title. Like, just get all of that away. Or yeah, we had Seth, Punk, Drew, and Drew won, and it's like, oh no, we don't want Drew versus Punk for be a title. Have somebody call, yeah. So I would take that because Liv and Rhea is cool. If the title's not involved, when that title's still around Liv's waist, no. I'm tired of seeing y'all fight each other. Like, let somebody else, let EO carry it. And then, this is just me being the captain of NWO, let Charlotte show up at the Rumble and win. Come on, Charlotte. I know you ready. You've been modeling. It's time. It's time to come on back.
Charlotte saw that.
Charlotte saw that. Andrade.
Charlotte saw that brand new title they're going to make, and she's going to want that.
I mean, she wants to win. If she wants to be the first ever women's United States champion, she could go right ahead. I would just like to see her wrestle. She's survived on my roster all this time. I almost cut her a couple of times. Kalani too, and they have persevered, and booking has kept them there. Charlotte. At this point, they have it already made for either you or Becky to show up and win. It's just a matter of who wants to. Is your body ready to come back? Because Becky, all she got to do is sign a contract.
Oh yeah, for $10 million, for more than $2 million.
All Becky got to do is be tired of looking at the little girl. Like, oh nah, you get on my nerves. Nope.
Like, I can only watch so much Bluey. Right. These and Charlotte points, damn it. Like, yeah. It's time for her to give y'all some. I
mean, we got a dead AJ, we got a dead Charlotte. Like, Charlotte, you modeling. I be seeing you. She puts up pictures modeling all the time. Her little clothes. Come on, put on some wrestling stuff. Let's get on out there. I'm ready to dun 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 dun. Whatever. I don't like her new one. I like the old one.
Yeah, the old. Yeah. Hell, I got both women's world champions, and they lose on TV too much for them to be worth shit.
Like, even for Nia, it would make sense if Charlotte showed up. Like, for both of them, Charlotte makes sense to pop back up right now. They're both. You got two heel women's world champions. Charlotte is going to come back a face, and I know people probably don't hate that, but
isn't that crazy that like you're like, all right, enough of Charlotte at the top. Charlotte needs to like step away from the top of the card for a while. Now
her knee just exploded.
Right. Time for Charlotte to show back up and get back on top like she's supposed to.
Right. I was kind of stared at folks when they would complain about her winning all the time. Like, y'all don't understand. The women, like, all of her winning is just like with John Cena and all of his winning. It was just like, oh, she has to win. Oh, he has to win. And then they fucked around and saw, oh shit, she's like a 15-time champion. So we ain't nothing we can do now.
They want that. I think they're going to want that 16th one to be a major deal.
Oh yeah, and they got the right belt made for it.
Yes, they did. So when she gets to Mania, just know Charlotte's winning that belt.
Right.
We get before the Dunn and Kingston match. Sami Zayn and the Usos are backstage talking about getting a fifth member. Jimmy still doesn't really trust Sammy that much.
That's my whole favorite part of this whole storyline. That they're beefing but cooperating. Like they're cooperating for the greater good, but they hate each other still.
Yeah, it's which I think is why Sammy goes for who he goes for later, because it's gonna like we feel the same way, but there's a thing we got to do. I do love what he gets told when he tries. We'll get to that in a second. Pete Dunne and Kofi Kingston in the match. It's a good match. Woods the entire time. Anytime Dunne is like working over his fingers or like his arm or anything, the camera cuts to Woods, one arm on the apron, going like, I told him not to do this. I told him. See what I said.
Why? This is why we don't fight on behalf of folks. This is why we don't defend people's honors unless it's a woman. We don't defend your boy. You don't defend your boy's honor. No, you let your boy fight for himself unless he's disabled. Like, unless he's disabled, you fight. Your boy fights on his own.
Cookie says Woods sitting there like a pissed off girlfriend.
He really
Exactly.
was. Like, now, see, you ain't had like that dude said sorry. Ain't nobody tell you to fight on my behalf. Now you getting your ass beat. Like
with the New Day, not the APA. Yeah. Yeah, it was the whole time he's there. We're like, I mean, Woods does have a point. Woods shared something yesterday because someone like tweeted pictures of when Roman took.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
And he was like, "See, and now y'all got upset when I didn't want to shake Jay's hand. That was my crown. I earned that, and he was part of the reason I lost that. So now I'm not shaking Jay's hand. Like, I mean, fair."
Oh, he had a point because they like said like, "Oh yeah, on this day Roman took a crown." He was like, "A crown? No, it was my fucking crown." He was like, "It wasn't a crown, it was mine. I won King of the Ring for it. He took my crown and broke it. Fuck y'all. Do y'all wonder why I don't want to shake people's hands? This is why. No, I don't forget."
That's a fair point. Woods makes sense.
He's essentially saying, y'all lucky I haven't went NXT parking lot on Jay.
And hey, there's still time for it.
It really is. You can do it at WarGame.
At the end of the match, Kingston hits Pete Dunne with Trouble in Paradise. Dunne falls out of the ring, tries to go from the pinfall. Kofi tries to go after Pete, and the ref holds him back. And then Woods clotheslines Pete like old Bradshaw, speaking to APA. Just, well, boom! Almost turned him inside out. And then he's on the other side of the ring, back to Dunne, whistling, just trying to act like he didn't do anything. And commentators like, "Oh, Kofi didn't see it." And then Kofi rolls out of the ring and pushes Woods like, "Oh, Kofi did see it."
Oh, what are you doing, man? That's not how we do things.
Woods like, go win the match. You have a match to win.
You are a former WWE champion. You're not acting like one.
Kofi like he's like, argue about this later. Go win the match. Go and Kofi waits too long. He goes back in, and then Pete waylays the shit out of him, kicks him in the face, and then his bitter end 1, 2, 3. And then again, there's a picture of Dunne standing over Kofi, and Woods is on the apron looking dead ass at the camera, just like.
I tried to help him. And he didn't even want to capitalize. Like, you could have won, but no, you want to give Mr. Feeney speeches.
And after the match, Woods is trying to help Kofi to the back, and Kofi shoves him off of him, and they start arguing. Like, all right, cool. We need to, this has been going on for 5 months.
Right. I'm like, all right. At this point, y'all either need to fight or turn heel. Something needs to happen. Like, this is not even a good slow burn. This is all right. Get it over with. Let's just light the fuse, blow it up. Come on, get it over with.
Annoyed, like perturbed Woods is fun, but it's been long enough. We need. I know plans with Odyssey didn't work out because he's
right. They've been treading water for too long. Y'all have had enough time to figure out the plans post Odyssey. Like, come on,
we gotta move on. But Woods is doing great with what he's doing. I'm loving Woods' side. It's just let's fucking move. And I'm not gonna break up the New Day. I don't think so. Let's just turn him heel. Right.
Just bring back heel New Day. A heel New Day would be great in 2025.
It would be refreshing, especially. Like we're talking about, like, oh man, you can't turn both those teams on SmackDown. You can damn sure turn New Day on Raw right now. There's enough.
And honestly, if you turn them heel, that could really open the door to have Big E come back.
Mm-hmm.
As the heel mouthpiece.
Exactly. As a manager.
Right.
Yeah. Because Big E will talk that shit. Big E.
Because they were at their best when they were heels, and it was just kind of Big E talking shit or Xavier Woods talking shit. As long you bring it opens the door to have Big E show up more, because we're still gonna laugh just like we did when they were heels the first time. It's just that we're gonna be more happier to see. It's the complete package. Go back to call y'all booty. Oh, you booty. Yes. It might be stupid, but in 2025, after basically almost 8 years of face New Day, oh, we will cherish to get heel New Day again. Just like we probably cherish to see, just like we getting face Usos or face Bloodline in general. Like we looked at them as heels for so long. It's time to finally see them as faces. Let's cheer them instead of lovably cheering like, oh, I'm cheering them because I like them, but they're the heels, which is most grown folks. But
it's definitely time. Balor yells at Dominic backstage, saying, all that work we did to get that belt off Damian, and you didn't do your job. And now he's 1 away from being world champion again. What are you going to do to fix this? And he said, you know what you need to do? You and Carlito need to go next week, soften up the Viking Raiders for us. And Liv and Raquel are trying to cool things down. Liv's like, whoa, hold on. No. And Dom says, no, he's right. Dom is like, no, he's kind of got a point. I'll go talk to Pierce. We'll set this up. And then
I fucked up. You're right.
Which I didn't expect that. I didn't expect him to say it like that. But he walks off, and then Liv and Raquel look a little frustrated, and Finn looks at them and grins, and he goes, see, one big happy family. He's like,
Yeah,
okay.
We'll see how happy y'all are when y'all eventually. You know what? That now that you said that Finn said that goes into our whole letting Io win. See, we're all one big happy family. She loses her title, and then they lose their tag titles, and then they ain't got no titles. So how good is the New Judgment Day? How happy is this family once y'all don't have no gold to gloat? Mm-hmm. Y'all don't have any power. Y'all are just Judgment Day.
Does Liv really want to be around the group if they're not securing the gold for her? You know?
Right.
Does she really want to be around Dom? And Dom's just stupid, so
once those titles are off of them, that's when the rose-colored glasses is going to fall off all of them, especially for Liv and Dom, because she's going to be like, "Oh, what good are you? You couldn't even keep me the title."
Exactly.
And Fantasy is going to be super done. He's going to be like, "I'm above all y'all. I'm the prince. Damn it." And he's going to go back to wearing his panties. I'm just telling y'all right now. He's going to go back to that. It's going to be a great day for Batty and Cookies.
I was about to say Cookies, Batty. Mark it on your calendar. Matt saying it's coming back.
When Judgment Day breaks up, the panties will probably be back.
The Cookie. No, Panty Finn. It's about damn time. Bring it back. Get that camera.
Like, they about to be on Netflix. Yes, the panties are definitely coming back. They about to be on Netflix. Oh yeah, they about to be zooming all in on that.
We're gonna see the damn outline.
Right. His wife gonna be filing complaints like, "That's mine." I'm like, "Hey, Mrs. Finn, he likes showing it off. Just let him show it off."
You know that when you married him. All right.
Right.
That's why he was doing that. Exactly. Bronson Reed's out next, and he's like, "I acknowledge Seth is a good competitor." And I was like, "This is a little late for you to be saying that.
You already lost.
You already lost, and you already came back and tried to break his spine again." Seth comes out to interrupt him, and he's got a mic in his hand, and he's all dressed up like Seth Rollins always is. And then he drops the mic, rushes the ring, and they start fighting. And
Bronson tries chicken and Peter ever. Like it wasn't being cool to just stoop it down.
Yeah, I'm glad we're just gonna have their one final match and be done with it.
Yes,
one more time. They brawl, and Seth stops the tsunami through the table this time, and then they attack security guards. Did you see that the security had them split up? Seth goes out of the ring, goes around the ring, and security is holding Bronson against the ropes. So they're holding him for Seth to go beat him.
Security is aiding Seth. It's always some type of way that security is helping the other person. They're holding someone back. Someone gets loose. And instead of security being smart and being like, well, we should let him go because the other person is free. No, you just hold him back so the other guy can come at him and spear him at full speed.
And when Seth was on the other side of this, they let him go when Bronson was coming to do the dive. So how come they let go of Seth and not Bronson? This is bullshit. Bronson has every right to be upset. Is Braun Breaker or Seth going to be on the OG Bloodline team? Man, so we see later on in the night, and we're getting to the first part, but like, yeah, they go after Seth and Braun tonight, and both options are really exciting.
Right.
I would love it to be Braun because they teased us with Braun and Jacob Fatu a few weeks back.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody wanted that, and damn it, that's what I want. Seth makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, it's them going back to the Shield. Well, one more time as a Shield mark. I love the Shield. At this point, just let them stay in history like they were. I love to think about all those great years that we had as Hounds of Justice. But hey, they want to keep using it at WrestleMania. Seth shows up, gets murdered. Seth made a great point last night, saying, I'm not gonna team up with Roman Reigns, but I'm definitely not gonna team up with a fake ass Roman Reigns and you, Solo. So I'm like, all right. Cause I'm like, I really don't. Cause I'm thinking about it, like, man, WrestleMania was just basically yesterday. You was in there you was in a tag match against this dude. And now 6 months later, now everybody who was against this guy is over here. Hey man, we gotta help him. Seth, you and him have been on site. Before he lost to Cody, Seth was the only person that had beat Roman. Technically, in a title match. He won by DQ because he came out in that Shield gear at the Rumble, and Roman went crazy and chucked him past the 5 count. He just killed him.
Everyone seems to forget that, like, yeah, Roman definitely lost to Seth during his big title run. And Woods technically also beat him by a DQ.
Yeah.
So really, Woods and Seth are the only guys to really beat him until Cody. Yeah, so Sammy comes up after Seth's like, I want the match. Give me the match. And Pierce like, you want the match? Seth's like, yeah, I want the match. And Pierce like, okay, hey, you have the match. He's like, all right, cool.
This is why nobody like going to Raw, because Adam Pearce just lets everybody do whatever they want.
Pierce, he's always mad, but then he always gives in. Sammy comes up and he's like, all right, Seth, look, you and me were kind of similar in the situation here. I didn't trust him and I didn't want to do it, but this is for, we got to stop this next group. And I know that when it comes down to it, you're the best option and I can't think of anybody else. And Seth goes, are you out of your goddamn mind?
I was happy he declined it because I'm just like, yes, Seth, keep that up. Like, you've been hating him all year. There's no reason for you to join up. But like we said, it's no reason for him to join up, but at the same time, history and everything, it makes sense for.
Yeah.
It's especially them saying, we can't get the Shield, but you're going to get 2/3 of it.
We do, like you were saying before, he does walk outside, he leaves, and he sees Solo and Jacob standing outside of their SUV with the Tongans inside, driving a shotgun. And Solo was like, I know you hate him, so join us. We'll beat his ass one more time. You get to have fun, and
I honestly would have
been done
if that was a WWE game. If that was a story mode, I would have been. Join Solo.
Exactly. Absolutely.
Because it makes more sense. He hit the nail on the head. You hate him. You've been hating him for the past, ever since he became the head of the table. You've been playing mind games with this dude about the Shield, the chair shot, and all that. The man still has PTSD about you turning on him. How about you mind fucking one more time and join up with us?
And Seth even says, Matt.
Do that, Seth.
Seth even says, Matt, something that, like, I was like, that's an interesting way to say that. He says, I don't really have a problem I never really had a problem with you when I was feuding with Roman and the book. He's like, you're just doing what you were supposed to. You're doing your job as a soldier.
Damage.
Yeah, like you just had to do what you were doing. He said, I hate Roman. I never want to deal with Roman again. The next time I see Roman, it's on sight. I'm curb stomping him. He said, I'll never team with Roman again for as long as I wrestle. I'll never team with him again. And we're like, you're teaming with him in 2 weeks. And
Right. Like something is going to happen to make you do it, just like it did like 7 years ago when y'all were never going to tag again. Y'all were never going to reform. And then out of nowhere, here y'all go. We're going to put our fists together again. We're going to put our fists together. We're going to throw the ones up. Like,
they're going to try to throw the ones up, and Roman's going to be like, nah. And he gives them the fist.
Right. That's all that's going to happen. They're going to make sure that we're going to see a Cerberus powerbomb without Dean Ambrose, John Moxley. It probably will be Sammy or one of the Usos as the third person. But we're going to see a Shield powerbomb.
Mm-hmm. It's happening.
Like, stop. Just stop. Just let the Shield be. Just let them stay in history.
Matt Solo was killing me last night because like Seth sees it, says this, and Solo's like, yes, exactly. And he like kind of like back chops Jacob's chest. See, I told you.
This man's smart.
I told you. Then he says,
y'all thought I wasn't the tribal chief. Yeah, see, I got Seth Rollins, but I'll never join a fake ass Roman Reigns like you.
Like, that struck cool.
He's like, oh, that hurt. He's like, you know what? I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna remember it's a double take. When people show up like that, that's when you really that really alerts you. Oh yeah, it's a double taping. Because why are they here? You're not gonna be there just for 2 hours.
Yeah, there will be no reason for them to actually be there. Yeah, can you imagine if Brock joined Solo's team? I would assume Brock would join Roman's team over Solo's.
If Brock even showed up, I would just be like, oh shit. He's clear, but he's not. He's never going to be.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I think they're probably gonna try again, maybe one more time with Brock. We'll see how it works out.
They're gonna try one more time just for Gunther or Goldberg. No, not Goldberg. No,
not Goldberg. No. Maybe Braun.
Yeah.
Cookie said not the pisser.
You see how quick I changed as soon as I said Goldberg. I was like, oh no.
We did Goldberg enough. Seth got to show up and save Sammy. Yeah, something like that. It's gonna be Seth.
Or somebody at this point, I feel like, and I haven't looked at spoilers or anything. The way they are going about this, because when we went into Raw, we assumed that OG Bloodline versus Death Row Bloodline 4-on-4. And then with the Usos in Sammy's segment, we need a fifth person. We need a fifth person.
Yeah. They said on SmackDown, like, yeah, Sammy's going to be our fifth man. And then Sammy joined the Bloodline. And like, oh, it's just going to be a 4-on-4.
Right.
Nope. They're still got to do 5-on-5 for some reason.
They're like, no, we still doing 5. And Jay hit the nail on the head. Hey, don't nobody like us on Monday. Don't nobody like us on Fridays. Me, being me, I mean, y'all can recruit Trick. Y'all recruit Trick on NXT because y'all said that nobody like y'all on Monday and Friday. Y'all got a whole show that comes on Tuesday. Mm-hmm. Go recruit Trick. Go ask the NXT champ.
Yeah, bring up the champ. Why not? Of course, this is a spot that I was really. This is when I went in our group chat and I was like, inject this shit into my veins now. I was stoked, to say the least. Braun's backstage talking about who's going to challenge next. Sheamus.
Yeah.
It does look a lot better now, doesn't it? It's just a little splash of color really makes that belt stand out more. Sheamus and him whirled to a no contest for the Speed title contenders tournament, and Braun's like, I want it. Yeah, because first off, neither one of them need to have that belt.
That's my favorite rule of that whole Speed tournament.
The 3-minute thing.
If you go to a draw, both of you are eliminated, and the person who y'all are supposed to face just goes to the next round. They just win instantly. Like, cool.
It's a good way to like have big names on there and take them out without making them like eat a pin
Right.
they shouldn't eat.
And like Braun and Sheamus make sense because they're not gonna do nothing in those 3 minutes.
Yeah, no, ain't gonna happen.
They don't even shit in 3 minutes. Like, come on, man. Like they in there for a while.
So Sheamus can challenges. I want to get a shot of that title that I've never won. That's eluded my whole career. So Sheamus and Bronson Sheamus and Braun gonna fight. You got all the Braun's confused.
Right.
For the Intercontinental Championship. Sheamus probably losing again because I don't really see a reason in Braun losing it to again so fast. But then this happens, Matt.
Got a second?
Matthews.
I got a second.
Now I would take Braun Breaker because that would essentially be just like it's the equivalent of me saying Trick. Hey, bring in the young gun heel that's just basically nothing but piss and vinegar. Bring him in. Let him bring that super spear in that enclosed cage of WarGames. Like Braun Breaker is perfect for WarGame. His whole move set, his whole look screams late 80s, early 90s WCW. He should be at the Great American Bash. All he needs is a mullet. That's all he really needs. He needs his uncle's mullet. And he'd be right. He's right in WCW.
Don't put a mullet on that man.
He need his uncle's old school mullet. I'm mad they used to wear the Michigan vests, but hey, the Michigan jackets. But that's all he need. That's all he need. And he looked straight up like his uncle. He would be come out to
the Michigan fight song, didn't they?
Yep. Unfortunately.
Please let them bring in Braun.
Like they need to put Braun. Braun would make so much sense in that, but it's sad to say it's looking more like some way somehow it's gonna be OG Bloodline and Seth and Death Row Bloodline and a different Bronson Reed. Like that's how they're gonna fuse these two feuds together because they're like, y'all two are Survivor Series worthy, but we want Seth to survive so he can face Punk. So we're gonna put him in this multi-man match so he doesn't get ass beat up. As Bronson, you can take this L, but you really won't lose. It'll be the Bloodline's loss. You just dead.
Yeah, you're not getting pinned.
Right.
They're gonna pin Tonga. It's fine. They're gonna pin Tonga lower.
Yeah, so it's just like I like it because I really like as much as we like Seth and Bronson Reed, but at this point, y'all don't really need to. We don't really need to see another singles match.
We can if they want to do one more, but I don't want to do one more and then more. So if they're gonna do the one match, then they can't do this. But if they can just do that instead, I would like that a lot more. I like your idea.
Let their big match be the storyline within a storyline.
Yeah, that makes sense. I like that. I of course would much rather have Braun.
I would rather have Braun too, bro.
Braun
murdering Tangaloa would be awesome to see. Spear him through the cage.
Braun and Jacob getting another stare down moment, and then Braun and Roman trying to out-spear each other on probably Tangaloa, like you said.
Somebody getting done like Rikishi and that. Like Rikishi got thrown off the Hell in a Cell. One of them, one of his sons, somebody getting murdered like Rikishi did in WarGame.
It's gonna be bad. It's gonna be nasty. Let's see. I think Io Sky is a Raw woman. Io Sky not gonna win. Relive main event. I don't know. I think, and Matt, I think we agreed on this before. Just if we're gonna have Rhea and Liv continue whenever she comes back, let's get the title away from it and just
I like the titles.
Yeah,
because the bad part about all this, if you think about it, okay, Rhea, she was the first women's world champion. She's the first person that won that belt technically. They gave her that. Then she had it for this super long time period. And then Becky got it for that little bit because I think Rhea got hurt. And then Becky won it. Becky said her contract ran out, and then Liv won it. And Mommy came back, and it's just been like it went from all right, Liv is just here as a placeholder until Rhea wants to win it. And now, ever since then, Rhea has gotten hurt like multiple times since then. It's been Roxanne is worse, but it's been just as bad. Where like when we were just waiting on the arrival of Julia, and every challenger that we saw her get put in front of Roxanne, it's like she's gonna beat them. This is just a placeholder for when Julia shows up. And now Julia showed up, and she still ain't lost the belt. Same with Liv. Like, oh, this person's just a placeholder for Rhea. This person's just a placeholder for Rhea. Rhea showed up, she beat her, and then they're like, oh, no, I want my rematch. It's like, oh, my goodness, you lost to her once. You've already gotten screwed once already, but all right, we get it. You want a clean fight. But at this point now, well, WrestleMania was in April. We're getting, it's been 6 months of just placeholding with it either being Becky or Liv versus Rhea. It's been a placeholder for Rhea. And at this point, it's really no point in having Rhea be in the title picture. Like, this feud is good. It can be without a title. It's the female version, in my opinion, it's the female equivalent of Drew and Punk. Yeah. It doesn't need to be a title anymore.
They're big enough that a title isn't necessary.
Yeah, like the title doesn't need to be involved. And back to Batty's point, I low-key even forget that Becky won it. Because when she had it, as soon as she lost it, she left the company. So they essentially treated, they did it just like she left the company. They ain't mentioned her no more. They're like, yeah, Liv won the title last week. Y'all ain't gonna say who she beat. So y'all ain't gonna tell me. y'all ain't gonna say who she beat. Y'all know she beat the man. She beat the man, Becky Lynch. But nope, y'all don't want to say that. But
yeah, I don't know. Well, the time needs to be done.
It's been too much of for us to care anymore about Rhea regaining her title. Just get your
retribution. Honestly, Matt, it reminds me of AEW booking of the past year where injury bug was like plaguing them for so long. So like 4 or 5 stories would get put on hold because we're delaying things, and like that ended up really affecting AEW for the past.
Or like they're doing now with MJF and Adam Cole. Like the spin they've put on it has helped it, but adding Roddy and everybody else into it. But before that, it's like, no, we don't. Yeah, I don't want to see y'all fight.
It still doesn't make any sense. But at least the match would be good. But it's just like,
right.
I don't understand.
They're distracting us with a storyline within a storyline by putting Roddy in it. They're doing the Seth jump, but Rhea, they're putting Io in there, but Io don't got no storyline. Her storyline is fighting Liv. You need to beat her because the bigger story is Liv and Rhea, and they don't need this belt involved. Just like Punk and Drew didn't need a belt. They just need to fight. They should. Honestly, I said it all them weeks ago. They should have had Liv and Rhea in Hell in a Cell, and that should have been it.
Yep. Should have been, but they were
too busy getting murdered in NXT parking lot.
Yep.
Getting random injuries.
If Io wins this, she would be the only person to hold both new titles.
Oh, yeah.
She'd be the WWE champion and the world champion. So that would be, and Io's whole thing is always she's just low key, just the best wrestler on the roster. That's always been her thing.
She's that Hall of Famer that when they make it, you be like, you know what? They was a beast. While we was over here looking at Patrick Mahomes, this person was just racking up everything else over here.
Damn, look at those stats. Oh, shit.
Right.
Okay. All right.
Like, what was you playing? Oh, you played during Patrick Mahomes? No wonder we didn't pay attention to you. Okay. My bad.
We got a comment here about Cross and the Final Testament. So last night, The Miz comes back and Cross walks up to Miz with
that was a good segment. As bad as it started off.
But Cross made me laugh because Cross, they're letting Cross get a little bit more funny because he's a funny person.
Yeah.
He comes up to Miz and he's like, "Oh, Miz, oh, thank God you're alive." What the hell happened?
and then beating Miz's ass. And I was like, is Miz bleeding? And I'm like, oh shit, Miz bleeding.
Bro, Miz was busted open before anything happened.
Like, I swear to y'all, I don't know where they're at. I don't know what happened. I'm like, oh shit, they about to kill y'all. I'm not even supposed to care about either of these groups, but the way that Miz has suckered me in with getting almost murdered by both groups, he's just like, nah, I swear to y'all, I don't know where they at. And then it's come to find out he working with Final Testament. I'm like, okay, that was a good ass swerve.
I'm tired of people knocking the Miz and not respecting the man. He is a storyteller, damn it.
That man was like, let me remind y'all. Y'all must have forgot. He got me with that one. I'm like, oh, he went Final Testament when they jumped them, and that was a good ass whooping to send a message to them. I like that. That's what the Wyatts. It's a good way to use the Final Testament, and it's a good way for the Wyatts. It's a good feud for the Wyatts. Like,
yeah,
just like we said last night, if y'all thought the Wyatts was gonna be going after gold, they're not. They're just there to fight and fight and fight and look cool.
The Wyatts aren't winning belts. It's not gonna happen.
Right.
They're there for story. They're not there for belts. Will the Final Testament come out on top against the Wyatts? I don't think so. And can you imagine, or can Cross make it the main event scene? I would love that because I'm the biggest Cross mark on this podcast. I love Karrion Kross. I think he's genuinely one of the most intimidating big men in wrestling. He's highly entertaining, and I think he has a legit move set. I don't think he's going to be a main eventer because they missed that boat, and the timing the timing. And Matt, I think you'll agree with me. The moment that they should have done it was when Cross got rehired. And
when he came face to face, spooky Roman, when he scared Roman. Yeah.
They leave the clock in the
they just did that as a dot, and then with no continuation. It's like, Cross tell Roman TikTok, he going after Roman. Nothing ever came of it. It was like, it was right. Oh my God. That was a great ending to that SmackDown. Like, if you want us you just rehired this man and you want us to notice that he's a threat, you want us to remember NXT champion Karrion Kross? Because that's the thing. He is an NXT champion. That man had one of the most dominant runs as NXT champion ever. Mm-hmm. And it's like, he's not even going to win a main roster title. And it sucks to see that.
Yeah, because it's not his fault. It really is not his fault.
It's really not his fault.
When he first came to Raw, Vince put that stupid gear on him.
Had him looking like a gladiator.
It was like when Nick Aldis debuted in TNA, and it's Magnus, and they gave him the gladiator.
Oh yeah.
It's like, oh, this sucks. Oh, this sucks so bad. Giving Cross the gladiator shit really hindered him because he had I never thought I was like, I cannot imagine anybody else showing up from NXT as more of a total package for Vince McMahon than Karrion Kross. Karrion Kross has the look. Karrion Kross has a great theatrical entrance. Karrion Kross has a hot ass manager /wife.
He got the manager and everything to be that dude, to be Roman, essentially.
Yeah. I was like, and Vince is gonna love this.
Vince was just like, nope. And Triple H has it, but I feel like Triple H also is probably like me and you. He's like, the ship has sailed. I need you to be essentially like Baron Corbin. I need you to just play over.
Yeah, I was gonna say kind of like Dolph, but Baron Corbin makes more sense. Yeah, it's and he's almost 40, and it really is unfortunate that he's probably never gonna be a world champion. He should have been. He's gonna be one of those where like, damn, they should have been able to do more with him, and it's not his fault.
Right,
it's not his fault. Thoughts on Giovanni Vinci? Can he become a solid mid card? If they really wanted to, Giovanni Vinci could be a U.S. champion tomorrow.
Yeah, I like Giovanni Vinci. I like that gimmick. I liked it more at NXT.
Well, I don't like if he just won a match.
Right, I did that too. Like, I'm like, if he just like he lost, he got kicked out of Imperium, and he's done nothing but go back to his old gimmick. But he's been doing
lost in like 5 seconds to Apollo.
Right,
like,
and then people make fun of him because it's no fault of his own, but he does look like this person. He does look like Pitbull. He's just bald with a goatee. Like, oh shit, that is Pitbull wrestling. Like,
I thought you.
Then he has the shades on. He looks like Pitbull on a video. I'm like, oh shit, Mr. 305 is wrestling.
I thought you were going to say somebody else because I had seen someone put the images together where they were like, damn, I didn't know Johnny Sims was also a wrestler.
Oh, no.
No.
I see everybody call that man Pitbull. I'm like, oh shit. And they put the side by side. I'm like, oh, damn, he is Pitbull.
Now that you know what? Now that you bring that up, he really does look like Pitbull. Let's wrap up this stuff real quick, and then we'll get into NXT. The women's, did we miss a match? Oh yeah, Damian Priest. We already talked about that, but
Damian Priest was the women's tag titles.
Liv and Raquel challenged Bianca and Jade. You knew what I was thinking because I benched Liv
right
very fast. I was like, no, absolutely.
Hey, no way in hell they're about to have a double champ. This ain't no double champ type of era.
This ain't Bailey and Sasha in the pandemic. Hey. No, sir. Nope. Not happening. Belair and Cargill, Liv and Raquel. It's a good match. Jade broke out that new finisher. Did you see that shit?
Mm-hmm.
The Argentine like backbreaker torture rack into the Jaded. That was some nice shit.
Hey, put some respect on Lex Luger's name out here. That torture rack. That shit was crucial. That was a deadly move. Lex Luger, people didn't like Lex Luger, but that move was shit to me.
Bro,
he would be like, that was, oh yeah.
I love me a good torture rack. I do. I love me a good torture. A torture rack, anything, I'm a fan of. It was a pretty good match. We do see some interference from Nia Jax and Tiffany, and then Naomi, and then
letting us know it's a double taping because why are all these SmackDown people here?
Yeah, they did that last time. The last time they did a double taping, Matt, the same thing happened. Where we're like, why were they here for 5 seconds? Oh, that's right, double taping.
Because the whole thing that was ringing in my head, they're like, that's Nia Jax. Why the fuck is Nia Jax here? Y'all said the brand. I understand the bloodline. The bloodline is here. I understand she's in the family, but she ain't bloodline. Why the fuck is she here? Now, I know she's married to Jimmy and all that, but why the fuck is she here? Like, make it make sense, y'all. Y'all said it's brand splits and people can't show up on certain shows unless it's the bloodline or unless you the tag champs. If you're a champion, that does not mean you get to do whatever the fuck you want. They've said that a bunch of times, but apparently
tag champions, like you said, that's the one way you should be able to move back and forth. It's the belts that go between shows. But and the thing about last night was they all showed up in their gear. Like it wasn't like they showed up just to like Nia, Tiffany, Naomi all showed up in their gear, and it's like, okay, that's a taping for. They're gonna have a match next week. Okay, sure.
Right.
Cookie said, "What's the new finisher?" This is the new finisher. I found it. And it's just like a version of Jaded, but it's good. So she gets her
immediately pouncing was Liv
torture rack,
the knee, but impervious to that.
Boom. Good stuff.
Torture rack, F5, reverse F5, man. That shit. She did that smooth. So whoever she been training with, good work, because she's training
with Liv. She's training with Liv because she posted a video of her working on that this weekend, and like, she busted that out quick.
She got that.
That didn't take any time.
Real smooth like that. She does that. That's smoother than that damn finisher.
Yeah, I like it better than Jaded because
that's smoother than that tag team finisher because that should be clunky as fuck.
The tag, I get where they're going for, but they can't.
Too damn long. It's the overdrive of tag finishers.
Like, I get the Bianca does the dropping down like double stomp thing, and it's supposed to push up, but they can't get the timing on it right.
It's always
Whereas,
like, hey, cut.
yeah, if you saw any other, if you saw like a more established tag team do it, you might see it done. Like if you see the Bucks do that shit, the Bucks are gonna nail it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
they're gonna get the right snap on the suplex and things. Bianca and Jade, they can't get that thing to, and it's fine.
They do it they do it like the way when you're going through moves when you're creating a wrestler. You see that little animated.
Exactly.
That's what pisses me off about it. I'm like, oh, here they go with this create a wrestler move.
Like it's good if they can exact. Oh, like create it exactly like when it's like it's kind of the awkward transition to another transition.
3, 4. Oh. That would be cool if it would just like flow together, but it's clunk, 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 clunk.
Well, but yeah, it's a good finish for Jay. I like it. I love it a lot. It was a fun match. Io and Naomi joined Jade and Bianca against the fearsome foursome of Liv, Raquel, Nia, and Tiffany. Like, all right, women's war game match.
Right.
Done. There we go.
All
Problem
set.
solved. That's the end of Raw. Like you said, I agree. Like it was solid. It wasn't amazing. There were only 4 matches on the show.
It was a lot of talking and building up. It's a lot of segments.
A lot of talking. Shit, I just cut out of something I was trying to hold for this. There we go. So let's see. Javon Evans and Alexis King taking place tonight in the Iron Challenge qualifier. Yeah, we're about to get into that. Think Lexus should go over and beat Trick, and Trick should get in the main roster. So, you know what? Let's just get into NXT. We can talk about it,
right? Because NXT is decently booked. I'm not happy about the match that was just mentioned. HBK, we got to talk. I did not tell you to place those 2 people against each other. That's the wrong white person for Javon to be fighting, dude. Like, there's a bunch of other people he could be fighting. You're going to have him facing Lexus the King? Come on now. Now I got to sit up here and I'm going to be salty if Javante loses, but I'm going to be also salty even though I don't even got Lexus King on my team. Because I'm the number 1 Lexus King supporter. I'm going to be salty if the King loses. Like, damn. Javante beat the King.
But both Javon and Lexus need a win. So this is a really unfortunate matchup. But yeah, so Javon Evans. So this is the official rundown on WWE.com. Javon Evans lets his King compete in the Iron Survivor Challenge qualifier. I don't think Lexus should beat Trick because let's be honest, it's going to be Oba. Oba's going to
like me and Greg think that Javon is going to win. And we have already basically gave Lexus King the last chance. He's getting it as the last chance guy because he's Lexus King, baby. Come on,
they all do the last chance match, and I think we've been correct almost every time on who's going to get it.
And Iron Survivor is the best. It's my favorite type of match. Like when I asked about this match in the chat last week. I'm like, man, when is Deadline? They gonna do Deadline this year? Because I need that Iron Survivor again. And Greg was like, nah, I don't think they doing it. And then right when I said it, Ava was like, we're doing NXT Deadline. Thanks, y'all, because that's what I asked for. Because y'all know I'm right for the show. Y'all know I'm right there. I need Iron Survivor. I need that. Who's gonna be? Are we gonna get another Trick? Who's gonna be this year's Trick? Or are we going to get just somebody that's just going to whoop that ass and dominate? Because the Iron Survivor is cool. That's the coolest thing they've ever came up with for somebody to win. Like for somebody to get a number 1 contender spot.
It's their take on the King of the Mountain match, but it's a lot less stupid. Because
right.
The King of the Mountain match was a half really good idea, half really stupid. Like a hat on the hat is a bit too much. They nailed it with this. and Cookie said it. They got two of the best new gimmick matches in NXT: Iron Survivor and the fight cage. I missed the fight pit. Damn, I missed the fight pit, Matt.
Man,
God.
I'm telling you, I'm saying right now, if the next time they take their ass to their UFC ass annex, it's gonna be a fight pit, fight cage. They better be doing something UFC like in there. Somebody got to be fighting in that thing on behalf of NXT. It's a layup. You right there. You can make space to make a fight pit, to put the fight pit somewhere in there, and then you can lock it up for future use. Put the fight pit at the UFC place, and let the North American, let Javon and Wesley fight in the fight pit because they can flip.
They can do that springboard kick that knocked out some of Timothy Thatcher's teeth.
Right. Like they're the two perfect people to be in a fight pit.
Yeah. We don't have the MMA fighters now for it on the men's side. But we got guys like Javon and West, like you said, that can definitely take advantage of like some springboard kicks and things and going using the cage. Yeah. Adriana Rizzo is gonna face Nikita Lyons tonight.
Let's go, Rizzo.
Let's go, Rizzo. Woo, woo, woo.
Rizzo.
We're for the family, baby. We're for the family. I can't believe a year and a half ago, I would have whooped my own ass for saying that. We're for the family. We're pro-family in this podcast. Soruka and Cora Jade is the other Iron Survivor match tonight. Again,
what the fuck, HBK?
They should both be in it. You got Cora, who's coming back as like a top heel.
So Cora's going to win probably, and then Soruka's not going to win. And she's probably going to be... Soruka is probably going to be fighting for another championship, unfortunately.
Yeah, probably. Both, like, Soruka, again, she really... When she came back, we were like, all right, she better have more than just that finisher. And she did. She came back a lot better than we were expecting.
She needs to be the third person to win the Women's North American Championship.
I think so. I think so. That'd be great.
With that finisher, she could definitely win out of nowhere.
Yeah.
So that's out of nowhere. 1, 2, 3. Thank you.
Alan talking some shit to somebody that's like out at ringside and then caught. 1, 2, 3. Julia and Stephanie have occurred in a tag match against Lash and Jakar tonight.
Damn, that's gonna be a really nice looking match.
A really strong L for metaphor.
Yeah, that's gonna be a really strong L, but they're gonna look good while doing it. Meta ladies, I love y'all. Julia and Stephanie. Oh, Stephanie, I like you too. I love you too. Julia, you cool. You cool.
Mike did a complete 180 on Julia. He went from I hate Julia to I love Julia in the span.
That's because I put up that picture of her shooting. He saw her with a gun. He's like, oh shit. She like Matt. She carried it. She got a gun. Like, yeah.
She strapped up.
She's strapped up. You better like her. Like, you see out there, I'm like, you cool. I don't like you like Steph, but you cool. I'll get shot.
They said they have it one of the segments as Trick Williams looks to the future. So I guess
if you stay strapped up this way.
Hey yo.
That girl came over to America, went to the shooting range. I'm like, oh shit. She ain't got Americanized real quick.
Real fast.
Doing American.
We indoctrinate you real quick in that way.
We like guns, baby.
Keep it on you.
Hey,
Trick looks to the future. So I guess this is Trick. We're getting Trick and Ridge for the title. I know. I feel the
that
same
is such a deadline worthy match.
Yeah, like it's dead. All right, dead's the correct word.
I swear, if Ridge wins, that would be such a terrible way to end the year.
Yeah,
in NXT.
Let's be real. It should be Oba beating Trick and sending Trick on his way.
Like, if anything, let Trick win and let Trick lose on like some because that's probably too soon. No, it's probably not. New Year's Evil. Trick lose over New Year's Evil. Just one more month, just 2 months from now, basically. Whenever New Year's Evil, if they have New Year's Evil, because that should be like a TV show.
I think it is now. Now it is because last year I think was a TV thing.
Like,
so let it happen there.
Let Oba win on network television.
Shayna's big loss of the title to Rhea was a TV match. So like they do it every now and then. Let Trick get it.
Yeah, let Trick lose on world. Let him lose on just regular TV. Let Oba get that big win on regular TV. That'd be good. And then let Trick show up at the Rumble. Whoop that Trick, because this is all, as far as I'm concerned, this is all leading up to Trick showing up at the Rumble. He gonna die, and then we ain't gonna see him again until the Rumble. Thanks, Chris.
Thanks, Chris. Appreciate it, brother. We appreciate it, man. Hopefully, Trick. I'm with you on him going to the Rumble. I am. Him, because every time we've seen him on main roster TV, and it's only been like once or twice,
right?
The crowds know who Trick is. Like the Trick's entire persona got over with the fan base.
His entrance is perfect for the Rumble.
It is, and it's Rumble. Rumble's always a smart crowd. You know, Rumble is always a crowd that watches everything.
And it's at that big ass stadium in Indianapolis. It's at Lucas Oil Stadium. Let that big ass football stadium go crazy with whoop that Trick, and you gonna let Booker just pop up out of nowhere. Don't even let him be on commentary. We just hear that. Even, oh shit, it's Booker T. Oh yeah, man. That's
what I can't wait. You know what I can't wait for, Matt, is when Wade tries to steal that from Booker. Like he steals everything else.
All right.
Oh yeah. Oh yes.
But wait, you are showing your whiteness right now, sir. Please stop.
Oh God. Oh man. But yeah, no, and that's great because then he debuts that big show, and it teaches every crowd that they're going to go to, hey, this is what you do when Trick comes out.
Right.
Every time, and boom.
Just like NXT back in the day when Finn would come out, that's where we learned to.
I guess this is the main event. Fallon Henley defends the North American title against Kalani Jordan.
My baby
sorry,
got
Kalani.
Sorry,
Matt. Yeah, she ain't winning that.
My baby got to lose. Then the Kane got to face his black cousin, and Javon. Nah, HBK. What's up? What? Why you mad at me? Why you doing all this to hurt me? I know my baby got to lose. I already knew that. I put her on the super bench because I know she ain't beaten. She ain't about to beat a 2-time Women's North American champion. Oh no.
No, not at all. No, Fallon's definitely beating Kalani.
It's Jasmine or somebody or.
Maddie said, "Matt, you owe him some money."
I owe no
money. He's pissed at you. He's making all your fans lose.
He heard me talking shit about that. He getting paid back for me talking shit about that tag title match. Oh, you wanted Javon. You wanted Javon to win, huh? All right, Lexus, go on out here.
Lexus, go and take this L. Matt wants you to lose. I know what to say. That's going to wrap us up today, guys. We'll be back tomorrow to talk about everything that happens tonight. Get you ready for Dynamite, and hopefully nothing crazy happens. For the love of God, let's just have a normal week. Please have a normal week.
Your best behavior, man.
Everybody on your best behavior. Every single one of you. Fallon Hill retains. Cora Jade wins. Les Lee. Yeah. Pretty much. That's pretty much how it's.
Wesley beating Cedric is a layup.
Yeah, Cedric ain't winning.
I hope it don't lead to no like other strife between him and Javon. That's the only thing I'm hoping. Like, please don't break up this tag team. They ain't got to do anything yet.
Javon's so young, and Cedric's a great spot to just let that tag team run for it. Please put titles on them. please.
That too.
You can follow us at facebook.com/undertheringpod and twitch.tv/undertheringpod. Go there. You follow us there. You can know when we go live, get all your notifications. Don't miss our shows. We're here Monday through Thursday, sometimes Saturdays and Sundays, depending on what's going down, pay-per-view wise, or any TV shows that we like to cover. You can also get us at our links, our own personal links at linktree/undertheringpod and fingertip/undertheringpod. If you go to those, you'll see our own individual spots. Of course, I am at Greg Bush SK. Over on Twitter, you go there. That's where I'll post all my links to all my live coverage I do for Sportskeeda. I cover Raw, NXT, and Collision, and I also go there and post my links to any articles that I write, any interviews that I do. You get all the information there. You can see Kenny at Rockers44, the man behind the camera. That man likes to go to some local hog House of Glory shows. Him and Tito likes to go out there and represent us. Get some great pictures. If you follow Kenny, you'll see some of his camera work. Great stuff. The teacher man himself, Mr. Freshbeard, Mike Jones. He's a dick. He ain't here to defend himself. I can say it.
Right.
You can get Matt, our current Triple Crown champion. He is our forever Intercontinental champion. He is our current Are You Fucking Serious quiz champion. And he's also our current reigning, defending Reggie Simpson, love you, brother, Memorial Predictions champion.
R.I.P. Reggie, we miss you, bro.
We miss you, Reggie. Ain't been the same without you. Matt,
right.
Answer. We got our street team captain, the flair of the podcast, Tito at Borreo Maliente. Last but not least, our good friend, local news correspondent down there in Georgia, Justin D. Baxley. Folks, thank y'all so much again. We had a really good turnout today. We appreciate it.
Right.
We'll go see you tomorrow.
See y'all tomorrow. Boom. Goes the dynamite. And they already told us what we're going to be.
Real smooth. Hear the dawn.
Night, Daddy.
Thanks for all the new follows and subscriptions, by the way. We appreciate it, y'all. Thank you very much.
Everybody. Peace out.
Peace.